to the strength of the child, and you're going to see the best aspect of that child. Definitely, you will help them to be able to denote their learning style. Do you have a child who is finding it very, very difficult to read and write? You are in the right place. I am Adesanya Valentina. This is Learning Mind, a free call that cannot be easily broken, that centers on the parent, on the student, and the school. Now we talk about the school, talking about the teachers that is involved around the life of a particular child, which is the student. The essence of this is to bridge the missing gap that has been disconnected in order to save the child and the society at large. What I'm going to be doing today is to advocate for those children who have learning disabilities. Please, parents, most especially parents, this is for you. That your child just have a weakness and missed many advantage and missed many strengths. Why not just channel all of those efforts that you see in the weakness of that particular child? Why not just channel those efforts to the strength of the child, and you're going to see the best aspect of that child. Out of 100, you just have just one weakness, which is just a dyslexia or dysgraphia. What about the other 99? You've thrown them away. So I am here today to set an awareness and to advocate for those children that they have all the abilities. They just have one disability, which you have given it a name: dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyspraxia. But what about the other abilities? So we are begging you, parents, channel your strength, channel your effort to the strength of those children. Because let me tell you something, that these children can learn and will learn if you are able to just change the modality now. Okay, you have put more effort, putting more effort in that weakness, that okay, or lazy girl, this one, so lazy, this one. You have given that child a serious name. But forgetting the fact that the child has other strength, other ability. So I am eager this day to make you know, to parent, that your child have other abilities that you can channel onto, and gradually you just see yourself, you just see that your child is beginning to overcome all obstacles as they come their way. Because when you are channeling your strength to their ability, not looking at their disability, directly, indirectly, consciously, unconsciously, that child also will not also look at his weakness again. The child, because you are helping the child. We tell parents that you are just a leader by example. If what the child is seeing in you is that the child, I want to say that every child, the mirror of every child is the parent. Because the child will definitely see him or herself in the life of the parent. The child will definitely see his or her weakness in the life, because whatever you are saying is what they see themselves doing. So if you are able to just take your effort and channel it on their strength, you see the best of those children. As a special educator, I've been able to see that, I work with those children, and I'm able to list out some things parents need to know in order to help those children overcome their obstacles whenever it comes. Now, I want to talk about two things why parents need to understand why they need to help those children overcome their obstacles as they come their way. Number one, self-confidence. If you decided to run this race with your children, then definitely you are helping that child build their self-confidence, making them to be proud of their self, most especially their strength, even in their weakness, making them to see that, wow, their future, there's a clarity in their future. So Parents, if you are ready to run this race with your children, they definitely, directly or indirectly, you are building up their self-confidence. And that is what a child who has that disability needs. So the second one is you are helping them. If you decide to run the race with them, they are trying to build, they end up being able to build their own learning style. So they will know what type and how they are able to learn. Every learners have their style. So if you're able to run the race with them, as much as their self-confidence is intact, they definitely, you will help them to be able to denote their learning style. So this is all we have for you today. Join me in my next video as I continue this series. It's going to be a very, very long one between the parents and the children who have learning disability.